What's going on, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to talk about Abilify specifically because it seems to be changing my life. Um, I just started this channel because I have a company called Lorenz Aero. You can look it up at lorenzaero.com. Okay, so lorenzaero.com. I make flying cars. As you can see, I like the automotive industry. I always wanted a car company, and I'm not going to compete with land vehicles because no one's going to fund that. We're always trying to look for the next best thing, how to differentiate. So I know that. Anyways, let's not get on the topic of airspace and flying cars. I can get on a tangent. This channel is separate from Lorenz. Even though I will talk about it a lot because that is my main motivator. When we talk about dopamine in the brain, so again, this channel is going to be about like neuroscience and stuff. So dopamine in the brain is a big motivator. It's pretty much what makes you go. And for someone who has bipolar disorder, which apparently I have, that dopamine is just too much. So if you have a Pez dispenser and you have Pez, like the little candies, if you think of about the Pez like dopamine, pretty much your brain is the Pez dispenser, and in bipolar disorder people, the Pez dispenser is broken and it releases too much candy, too much dopamine. So what Abilify and all these drugs do, antipsychotics and mood stabilizers, they are dopamine antagonists, and they block dopamine from connecting to dopamine receptors, which is good because now instead of being spiky and having major extreme mood swings, instead now you're more stable and focused and calm and peaceful, and things don't bother you as much. You're focused on yourself. People who have never gotten into the mental health industry have obviously never confronted their own demons. Everybody has an inner shadow. Everybody has a very like dark figure inside of them, and I think a lot of us are scared of it. I remember at one point I just didn't care at all anymore. I was like, let me just see what this guy's about. I was like, I'm the only one here, blah blah blah, you know. So that we have a shadow, which Carl Jung talked about, and we have an angel and a devil on our shoulder. So we have, you know, also known as God. It's all interconnected, so it's all one, it's all unity. That's the life philosophy that I live by, and that has gotten me very far. Now, whenever I get into the zone too much in a way that's irrelevant, that's when things get tricky, because it's almost like people are always watching you. Like, this guy in front of me is looking at me right now, and I can't flip the camera, but pretty much when you're being watched 24/7, in a way that, like, not like, oh, the CIA is like, you know, pointing satellites at my brain and reading my thoughts. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about, like, at a quantum level, we all are made up of particles, and the environment around us responds to us whether we like it or not. Because we are in some sort of simulation that wants to know the answer to 5 questions. Who, what, where, when, and why am I? Who am I? What am I? Where am I? When am I? And why am I? Where is this? Why is this? Where? When is this? You know, all those why questions, those W questions. That's the simulation we live in. And the good news is that when you assist in answering those questions in this question simulator, if life is a video game, the point of life is to ask questions. And the main questions that the universe wants you to ask are who, what, where, when, why. Now, this may lead you down a path of, oh, well, you know, drama or jail or, you know, getting caught up in some bad crowd or whatever. But when you look at it from a purely either scientific or economic or business standpoint, you can really become someone that is fulfilled and happy. You can take it from me. Even though I've landed in the hospital multiple times, I've gotten paid out by a religious organization for $500,000. I have a very successful business that's on the come up. And I have a book, I have a patent, I have a patent granted and a patent pending. And so if you're looking for some sort of guidance, this channel is really about promoting well, I don't want to say promoting psychiatric medication, but that's what the world mostly needs. Because there are people who are absolutely ridiculously unregulated, or I should say dysregulated, and cannot control their emotions whatsoever. And this stems from trauma, which came from our ancestors fighting to become better, fighting wars, killing animals to survive, you know, getting into fights. But yeah, look into what you may have, what mental health condition you may have. You know, if you're tired all the time, if you're, you know, sleeping all day, scrolling all day, not being productive, you know, seeing people do the things you want to do, but you're not able to do them. there are definitely treatment options out there, and you can definitely improve your state of being by participating in the mental health industry. um, and like legitimately trying to answer those 5 questions I talked about, because you're in a unique position. So I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.